Okay, so let's finish up CT. We still have to do the fluid CT. And fluid CT is just the blood. That's the only one that falls under this category. So your blood, under a microscope, you'll see that it contains a bunch of cells without a nucleus. These are your red blood cells, numerous red blood cells. They call your erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are what we call your RBCs. And then you have some bigger cells in there that have a nucleus, like this. These are your white blood cells. These are your RBCs, these are white blood cells, the mixture. And then the fluid part of the blood is your plasma. So this is basically your ground substance, the plasma. Okay? And that's it for fluid CT. And here, the role here of blood is to transport gases and nutrients, right? Waste, ions through the body. Okay. All right, let's go next to the third type of primary tissue that we have in the body, which are your muscle tissue. Muscle tissue come in three types. You have your skeletal muscle tissue. This tissue, this is your tissue bed. It will have long cells. This is a long cylindrical cell, like so. Another one here. Okay, so these long cells that make up the tissue. This is one cell, one long skeletal muscle cell, and these long cells have multiple nuclei in them. They're multinucleated because they were formed as cells merged together. So long cells have multiple nuclei, and they're also banded. They have these light and dark stains across them called striations. So they also striated. Striations here. These are your nuclei. Okay, so that's what a muscle tissue looks like. And of course, its job is to move, or you find them in your skeletal muscle organs, and they help to move bones. That is your skeletal muscle tissue. Next, we'll do cardiac muscle tissue. Here is a bed, and this time the cells are kind of branched like this. Branch cell, and they join together as special junctions that we call intercalated discs. Okay, so here's now some right here. So you have, each cell may have one to two nuclei in them. So we can see these are branched cells, multiple, single or multiple nuclei. The areas where they meet together, these areas here, are specialized junction points that we call your intercalated disc. That's where they meet, intercalated disc, or basically gap junctions to allow for things to move between the cells effortlessly. So they kind of all have the same composition, more or less. Okay, and these cells are also striated. They have the bands as well. These striations are formed, of course, by your sarcomeres. The I band and A band sarcomeres create these striations. Okay. Same for here. So they're striated. And this kind of muscle is only found in the heart, only found in the myocardium of the heart. And its job is to squeeze the heart. Squeeze heart. Doing systole to push blood out of the heart. So that's cardiac muscle tissue. And then we have smooth muscle tissue. So for smooth muscle tissue, here you have the bed, tissue bed. And this time the cells are not long or branched. They're like spindle-shaped cell, like so. Okay. So spindle-shaped cells. They only have one nucleus. Okay. They're uninucleated. And they have no striations. All right. So you find this kind of tissue, location-wise, they're in the muscle layer of your internal organs, except the heart. So your blood vessels, your lungs, your bladder, your stomach, your small intestine, large intestine, rectum, whatever it is, if there's a muscle in there somewhere, it's a smooth muscle that's there. So their job is to move materials through your internal organs. When your bladder squeezes, when the detrusor muscle squeezes, that's smooth muscle. When your muscularis externa squeezes to push food through the GI tract, that's smooth muscle. That's the job. Squeeze to move things through the lumen of your internal organs. Okay. And finally, we'll look at nervous tissue as the fourth type of tissue in the body. That's a pretty simple one. So nervous tissue as a fourth primary tissue basically has two types of cells in it. It has your neurons, and your glial cells, which can come in like 5 or 7 types of glial cells. So glial cells that support your neurons. So collectively, the nervous tissue, the job again is for awareness of is perception, cognition, right? Response. All the things you do that make you you, your sense of identity, all of those things are made possible because of how the nervous tissue works inside of your brain and spinal cord and your sensory organs. Okay, that's it. Thank you.